in second grade, this is something you may want to pay attention to. Third through fifth, I don't think this platform is third through fifth appropriate. So the reason why I say kindergarten and second, not that you're doing anything wrong, but we looked at it, Seesaw is more appropriate for our primary grades, where that Google Classroom is more appropriate for our upper levels. All right, go ahead, Ms. Corbett.
Okay, so we decided upon Seesaw. We kind of looked at a bunch of different things, and this seemed to be the best thing to really, touch on our students because of their age. So basically what I'm going to show you is kind of how it gets set up, we run through it, and how we kind of get our daily stuff together. So this is the announcements page. Today I sent this announcement to my students, and basically you can send any type of announcement to the student, whether it's just a good morning, we miss you, we love you, anything like that where they can look at it. When it comes to getting together with your assignments, we were able to set up a classroom for each one of our teachers so that we can actually share. So we're co-teachers in every single class. So Beckles is the co-teacher in all four of our classes, and same on. So when we assigned a subject to each person, such as I have math, Creech has ELA, Beckles has science, we can actually do our own assignment and share it to each other. So we're not having to do 5 things for every day. We actually do it for each other. So when you're trying to assign an activity, you are going to go in and you're going to click assign activity, and then they actually have a activity bank where you can go in, and other teachers have already put all their assignments in this community library. So you can just go in and type in any subject that you're looking for. So for instance, we're doing 3D shapes this week. So if I wanted to do 3D shapes, I would put it into the search bar, and you're going to see every single thing they have in here for 3D shapes. So like this was the first thing we did this week. I showed a video on 3D shapes, and then I posted this assignment to the students for them to do. Now there's instructions here that tell the student what they should be doing, and then they have the opportunity to edit the sheet. So like if I wanted to assign this to all of our classes, you can notice that every single first grade teacher has this up here. So we're actually able to assign all 5 classes in one time. Now I can schedule it to be posted on any day I want. So we don't have to necessarily do this every single day. We can do it on Sunday night and post everything for the week or the week after that and just schedule it, which is awesome. So we're not necessarily having to do this for 5 different subjects, or 3 or 4 different subjects every single night before for the next day. You can have a library. I set up a library for my math activities just so I can kind of go ahead and plan ahead. And when you do that, you have different things that you can put in. There's videos that you can add. I have a read aloud of myself right here that I added because we do read alouds every single day for one teacher to load. To show you kind of what it looks like, you can look at your activities over here, and these are the activities we have for today. So as you can see, we have a math activity, science about sharks. They have a reading passage. Miss Meacher is the one who actually did the read aloud for today. We have another video, and then it kind of it continues from the week. So this is from the 7th. So that if a student needs to catch up, they don't necessarily if they don't do it for that day, it doesn't go away. It only goes away on their end if they complete the assignment. Now, when we get the assignments, we actually will have them come into our inbox, and we have to approve them before we do. So right now, I have to approve, so I'll kind of show you guys how that works. So with the activities that they have going on, sorry about Okay, so we have notifications that show us that activities are pending, and that they need our approval. You'll see that up here. So you actually check the unapproved, and they have an app for this on your phone, and they have an app that you can actually do it from your phone, and it's actually even easier to approve things on your phone than it is on the computer. But you'll see, so I have a student here, Matthew. He's finished shaped pizza. He colored it and was able to he followed the directions, he colored it, and now I can approve it and let him know that, he did a great job with it. You can make comments. So like for this, I could make a comment and tell Gianni, great job on what you did. You can heart it, and then you can approve it for that. So you can actually have everything, ready to go for that. Trying to think what else would be. It's really simple. I mean, I was amazed. The only hiccup that we even came into that was kind of time consuming was when we first set it up, just getting each other shared into each other's classes. That was actually the most time consuming thing. Aside from that, it has been fantastic. We've not had any hiccups so far, except for the first day when it crashed because there were so many people up there. But since then, I mean, we're loading our information up and getting all of our things ready for the next day. Like I said, you can see the scheduled one that we have, and all the scheduled ones are already up there. And then for you to get your students up there, you have a wrench that you can actually manage. So right now I can manage how my students sign in. I can add a student to my class. It gives them a sign-in sheet for you to be able to send to your parents to show them how to log on for iPads, and it also shows them for computers. So super simple. We love it. I think it would also be very beneficial for teachers in the K2 sections to be able to use this in the classroom, because you can actually plan and bring it up on your smartboard, and then you already have videos together, you already have lessons together, you have everything, and then you can of course print out the worksheet if you want to do the worksheet for independent work, and then they can go along and you can still show it up on your screen. So that was really impressive. And you can actually assign skills to students too. So if you have a student who has a skill that they may be struggling in, you can do that. We haven't assigned any skills because I think, what we're assigning to them right now is plenty. So we haven't really explored into that section of Seesaw, but I think that would definitely be something where when they're in computers or iPads that they can go into and work specifically on their skill that they may be struggling with a little bit. So.
All right, you good? You good, Corbett?
All right, can you see the video?
Yes.
All right, somebody's echoing, so fix the echo. I'm echoing too.
Okay, so I opened up my chat real quick, so I couldn't be in any chat about anything. Let me go back real quick.
So first question was, one question I see, Fisher Wellman adds that it goes all the way up to the 12th grade.
Yes.
This Curran wants to know, can you send parent messages on there?
You can. There is actually a section where you can send them a personal message, and it allows you to send it to the family, or you can send it to the student. So if the parent is on the student account, then you can just, have them check that. But any messages or anything we basically send right now is on Dojo, just because it's a new concept for parents and they're so used to getting messages on Dojo that that's kind of how we're playing it right now.
Okay, and what I'm going to do, everyone, is just kind of go through these statements or questions that you had. So Miss Wright is in a difficult position because she does not have, her students don't have Canvas pre-K. So this would be great for you possibly, Miss Wright, to take a look at and send that code through Dojo or through parent email. Miss Corbett sent it to me through text a couple of times and then through email as well. Ms. Mitra says, why couldn't it be used for the upper grades? It could be. um, upper grades chose Google Classroom. Some of the kids already knew how to use that. And as they transition into the upper grades, meaning middle school, Google Classroom is used a lot. So it is good for our students to get used to Google Classroom at this time. Fisher Wellman says she loves this. She was nervous about it at first, never using it, but it's very user friendly. So she loves that, which is why we're in discussion about purchasing it next year. We got from what Kim Smith said to Miss Wright. Miss Pittman says she used it in 5th grade before and really liked it, and it's really great on the iPads. So that's something you could look at for class, using it here in school. And let's have this quick conversation. All this stuff you're creating, it is something, it's not like we're going to use everything for the next school year, but it is something that you could use to supplement lessons for the next school year. So everything you're creating, be mindful of, because it's something that you could use next school year. Miss Curran, can you send parent text messages? Sorry, I forgot what we said about that. Did we say yes?
Yes, you can actually that. I was going to bring that up. So you have a project here that you can do to send parents. And that way you can actually send it to the student, or it's a private message between you and family members when you do it through family announcements.
Okay, perfect. Let me scroll back down, sorry. Fisher Wellman already said it all the way goes up to 12th grade. I shared that with you. Let's see. I don't know why it does that. So are you using instead of Google Classroom? That is correct, Miss Wright. Again, it's easier for them to manage this Seesaw students rather than the Google Classroom. Even our upper grade students have some trouble with that Google Classroom. Let's see. Miss Yolanda Williams asked if there's a way to share a quick video of how students upload things.
There is. I think if you look in help, I mean, there's a lot of different videos that have the help of how they do it, but pretty much when you're on the student, like when the student is in their account, it basically comes up the same way, and it allows, so like if I wanted to, we have a student, example student that you can choose a student here. So if I were to send an assignment to the student, I can actually show you what that looks like. So I can assign one of our worksheets for today. So let's see, if I wanted to do the shapes of works, I could assign that to one of my students. And say I wanted to do it only for my sample student. So I'm going to assign that to my sample student today. So when I go back to my class, I'm going to see that one of my students only has that assignment. And that way you can kind of limit it, or if you want to send it to everybody.
No, that's not quite the question. I wasn't making a question. I wanted you to show a quick video of a reading sample. We were able to watch one where a student read the story watched the video, and then their parents was asking them the questions. And
Oh, you mean from okay, I got you. Okay. Sure, we can do that.
People's heart, because it was phenomenal being able to see the kid answer the questions about the story.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let me scroll down to one of our, and you can ask this. The one thing I like too about it is that you can actually record instructions to your students, and that way they can actually listen to. They can actually show you. So we had our students count to 120 in the video, and they went along with a Jack Hartman video, and it was so funny because they were just standing right in front of the video, just counting along. I thought that was so cute. All right, let me look. Okay, so here's a video from a read aloud from Friday.
The first one is spelling word. The day when she turned 3, tap up her spit. Number 2, what was the bad smell? A cat was the bad smell. And I want to be, when I grow up, I want to be a policeman.
Oh.
So that was some of the questions. I don't know why the video didn't come up, but that was some of the questions that we were able to put into our read aloud, and for the students to see. There were a lot of ones that were posted. Okay, so here's one right here with a video that you can actually see.
Lauren, what was your favorite parts in the book?
Favorite part was in the book when the tree was trying to make money, but the tree didn't have no money, so he said, I don't have no money. Then the boy said, bring some apples with me. Bring some apples with me. Then the boy shook the tree. Then the boy took the apples and he put her in the basket. Then he had some money. Then when he got old,
So he was a little long-winded with his, but you can kind of see exactly how they're able. We can type up problems. So Ms. Beckles actually typed up questions to go along with her read aloud, and the kids were able to type in, or they could record exactly what they wanted to say about the story, which is really neat because you can actually see how they.
Hey, Miss Molly, I listened to your story today.
So some of them may just say, hey, they enjoyed it, but yeah. I can't see the screen if anybody's chatting any questions, so you guys will have to read them to me.
I do want to make another comment. This platform is phenomenal because as an administrator and as an evaluator, it allows us to see the standards because, one of the questions that we had was, how are we going to see the standards, especially standard 4, but just off this platform, I was able to see differentiation, obviously technology use, you're collaborating, and then also we're able to see that the students get opportunity to articulate, they get opportunity to express their ideas. So you still will be able to have a fair evaluation if you're really doing a strong lesson. Does that make sense?
Yes, I totally agree. I think it's interesting because of the fact that, the students get the opportunity to show.
Triangle has 3 verses and square has 4 verses.
And then how are they the same? Remember we said they have angles.
They have angles, and they're not alike, because they have different sides.
So that kind of gave you an example of, one, I love that I heard his mom in the background. That she was able to help him and, discuss. But, vertices is something that my class hadn't even gotten to yet. And just being able to see the videos and to see the video from YouTube that I had posted, plus, being able to kind of look at the different anchor charts and things we had posted, that he was able to figure out what a vertice was and what a side was based on the information that we shared from Seesaw. Are there any other questions? Let's see if I can flip back.
All right. Any questions? We're gonna go on, but any questions that you have go ahead and send to first grade as a team, and they'll be able to answer those questions for you. Ms. Creech said there's some lag because that's through Zoom, but it's not like that on Seesaw, so just an FYI. So any grade levels that may be interested in looking at that platform, again, ask them questions. All right, let's see. We are going to shift to third grade. So Ms. Corbett, and I don't know, I'm asking you just because I don't know, do you need to stop sharing your, I got it, stop participant sharing. Okay, so third grade, let me click on, Miss Grable, you were gonna do third grade. Are you able to share your screen or do you want me to share it for you?
I can share my screen, that's fine.
Okay, so one thing with third grade was that they're using Google Classroom. And they have the days